The deal is the champ, Shannon Cannon Briggs, two-time heavyweight champion of the Raw. I want to give a shout out to BVO TV.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
this man up, beat him up. I don't put nothing past Floyd till I see him get whooped. And I'm gonna tell you, I hope that it brings about enough interest that somebody like Turkey Al-Sheikh is interested, and he give Floyd a 3-fight deal. I'd love to see Floyd fight Manny Pacquiao. After he fight Manny Pacquiao, he gonna beat him. After he beat up Manny Pacquiao for the last time when he beat up Mr. Miyagi, then
Wow.
they give Floyd another decent fight, another superstar, and then let Canelo get beat up again by Bud Crawford. Then I'd like to see one last fight for all the marbles, the real TBE, Bud Crawford versus. A senior citizen. So don't tell me what Floyd can't do when he been doing it for too long. I'm not talking about the speculation side. My son was with this man, training in the gym with him. And my son was like, man, this old joker still. I'm like, yeah, because he dedicated to the sport. It's young fighters now that can't beat Floyd, not because they don't have the skill or ability, because they don't live in shape. These niggas, they need fat camps to get ready for camp, to get ready for a fight. Floyd he don't need those. He different, man, I'm telling you.
Can we see Floyd fight Boots?
It's not lucrative enough.
You always
It has
say
to be
Boots can
a
fight.
lucrative fight. It has to be a financially lucrative fight for Floyd. You don't get a chance to take his O for free. You don't get that chance.
So out of all these big fights, I'm gonna start with you, Chris. Out of all the big fights, who should be next for Ryan? What do you think? Should it be Shakur or should it be Devin? Who should be next? Which big black nigga should he go against next?
You know I hate that word, but I know what you want. I ain't falling for the egg yolk. But right now, man, to be honest with you, is who really needs to get at him. Right now, to be honest, in my opinion. So you know where I'm going at with this. Somebody should be playing a big payback. Devin Haney should be wanting all parts of Ryan Garcia, and everybody that keep talking this Oscarine need to shut up. MC Light got a song called Hot Damn. Shut up. Tired of hearing these excuses. That don't make no difference when you going in there putting your chin on the line. I don't care if he has some Tony Montana up in him. Okay? Get that nonsense out of here. But, you know, that guy should be wanting to get at Ryan Garcia. Now, I heard some earlier, and since we in get back modes and stuff like that, we put these weight on fighters. Okay, well, let's play a game of put the weight on different fighters. So, if Dad need to be getting at Ryan, then Ryan need to be getting at Rolly Romero. So maybe I'm saying for Ryan, he need to be getting at Rolly Romero. Because Rolly, you know, Stretch Armstrong is behind. You know, so hey, these guys talking about they're the best. You can't keep on continue being one of the best. Somebody got to be the best. When we going to get to that in boxing? And I pass.
So I think they should have a tournament. Do you guys think? I would love to see Lewis Crocker versus Devin, and I would love to see Rolly and Ryan get the rematch. What do you guys think about that? And then the winner fight for undisputed.
I mean, I don't mind that. I don't think it will ever go down like that, but I don't mind that. I'm right there with Crush. I think Ryan he got a lick to get back with Rolly, and Devin got a lick to get back with Ryan. So both of those guys got unfinished business in the ring at 47. I don't think they should be looking at anybody else. Ryan should be looking to clear his name against Devin and getting his lick back against Rolly. And Devin should be looking to let everybody know that it was the fact that he was on something, the reason why he was able to do what he did. The only one that's sitting, the only two people that's sitting on the other side looking at people looking for them is Lewis Crocker and Rolly. Rolly sitting back like, hey, I won my fight legitimately. Lewis Crocker like, I won my fight legitimately. So I mean, I'm just looking to see who's the next contender.
Y'all smash that like button for us, man. Come on, smash the like button. Let's throw some color in the chat, man. Let's do this. But I'll say this. No matter how it go, it's funny because now you see that, I don't know if people notice, but it looked like they got July, is it June 4th? The Puerto Rican Day Parade. I think they got June 4th. Top Rank got that book. So I don't think we're going to get Xander versus Devin. Even though I think that'd be a massive fight. I really do, man. Somebody, y'all smash the like button, man. Come on, you got 3 likes.
151. That's crazy.
I have to say this. No matter how it go, having a black versus Xander, the biggest Puerto Rican nigga they got, I think that's the fight for Devin. I think you should put Puerto Rico, black versus Spanish. Let's get it on in the Madison Square Garden. I think it'd be a great fight. And I think if Xander knocks out Devin, I still will respect it. What do you guys think? If Xander knocks out Devin, you think he would still get respect?
He'll get respect from the people that know what they're looking at. But, you know, I mean, going up in that weight, if that happened, then that would be good for Xander. But I think Devin could come back from it. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I hope Devin continue to fight at welterweight is where I like to see him at. But I don't know why they chasing Xander when they got, you know, they can get busy with Ryan, try to undispute. But, you know, whatever. If they want to go to 54 and the money's right, and he'll be a unified champion. You know, so.
You ever seen that movie, Do the Right Thing? I mean, not Do the Right Thing. What's Love Got to Do? I don't know if you ever seen that. I think Xander would be like Ike in the back of that limo. I think he'll take his boot off on Devin and beat him.
Wow.
I think he'll really take his boot off. I don't know. What you think, Coach? I think he'll take his boot off. What you think?
Nah, I think Devin is a much better fighter as he's growing. Mm-hmm. I think Devin has the experience on his side. I think Xander, the only knock I can put on Xander, he fades. He fades down the stretch. And Devin doesn't fade. And he's being allowed to get bigger. It's taking less out of him to cut the weight. And I think he knew he might have only a short stay at 47 because he's getting bigger. You can hold nature off as a teenager for so long. But when you get in them 20s, you can't hold nature off. Nature gonna do what it do.
Yeah. I don't know why Devin is getting so, but you know what? I see the same thing with Jaleel. I see Jaleel growing from 47, 54, now he at 160. So I don't know what it is. These younger fighters, man, they growing big. Now I don't know what's up with these young guys. Maybe they started too small, but they getting big.
Well, you got to think about it. Devin started fighting at 16 years old. So he was at 135 until 24 years old, which he stayed at the weight class too long. When he started draining himself for those last couple of fights, he stayed there too long. So by the time he got to 40, his body was already outgrowing 40 because he was at 35 too long. So Devin is a little bit different. These other guys, I think a lot of these other guys are shrinking themselves down to fight at a lower weight class to get an advantage. And then when their body says, okay, look, you shrunk me down enough, I can't do it no more. Then they start growing, they start gaining weight, but then they gain weight and their body don't know how to stop gaining weight because they shrunk them down for so long that the body said, okay, I gotta replenish myself.
Let me ask you guys this. This is something I know y'all like to make fun when I bring up the heavyweights. But what do you guys think about Moses Tume letting us know he doesn't have any nuts by saying that Mudav Gassiev is not somebody on his list? Do you guys think that that's just the way he is because he keep turning down rec, or do you guys honor him saying no to Mudav Gassiev?
No, turning down rec is turning down rec, BVO.
I mean, he did it with Frankie Sanchez. Now you got Frankie Sanchez fighting Richie Torres. I just don't understand. But everybody keeps saying Moses this guy, but when I look at him, he looked like he's scared to death. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. He keep turning down. Why can't he make a fight?
Yeah, now he has started doing it recently.
He got a fight that's coming up. He about to fight Jermaine Franklin.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like some of them other names. I guess so.
Jermaine Franklin is a doormat, freak.
Yeah, Jermaine Franklin.
But that fight was already made. Maybe he said, I'm not taking no fight right now because I'm focused on Jermaine Franklin. Once I get past Jermaine Franklin, then we can start talking about some other fights. Maybe that might be the case. He might be focused on Jermaine Franklin. You can't take anybody lightly, especially at heavyweight. You can't take anybody lightly. So maybe he said, I'm not talking about anything right now because I'm focused on Jermaine Franklin.
I mean, we could say that, free, but at the same time, it's like, and yeah, he's young. He's real young in the game. I don't think he's even 23 years old yet.
No, he's
still not. Like, he has a chance to make a lot of money. Like, that's what used to be what the heavyweight division was about. It used to be about young killers who were begging for that opportunity to get in that heavyweight picture. And he's already there. I think he's the #1 ranked guy in the WBO. So all he really got to do, like the Gassiev fight, like these dudes he's fighting, like Jermaine Franklin, Dillian White, that's not going to get him ready for when he got to step in there with a dude like Fabio Wardley, who could take a punch, who could take a beating, and then could catch that second wind and go into that second, third, fourth gear and take you out of there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to get you ready for that Usyk. Well, nobody going to get you ready for Usyk. But the guys he's fighting right now, like it's like we were talking about Mario Barrios. Like these guys he's fighting, they belong in a man camp. You know what I'm saying? They belong working that oil rig. They truck drivers. And no disrespect to anybody working a job. No disrespect to nobody working a job. I'm just saying that's not who Moses I told him should be fighting. If he want to get ready to put himself in that picture. the heavyweight picture.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a real thing though. They really do have man camps where dudes go work. So,
Hey, nothing wrong with you wait for being LA, bro, man. Do your thing, get your money.
what you think, Bernard? Do you think we should put Moses' next opponent in the man camp, or what you think?
I think when it comes to the heavyweight division, they're moving him very perfect. You got a lot of divisions in boxing that have a little bit of forgiveness, but the one division that doesn't have forgiveness is the heavyweight division. If I have a heavyweight who I know has championship potential, first we're going to build his confidence until it's outrageous. And you can't build a heavyweight's confidence fucking with monsters. That's how you get your heavyweight scared of everything in the dark. That if you can do that with lighter fighters, you can do that with smaller fighters. Like the brothers was talking about, you know, and if you really trying to win with a young fighter, you gotta make him get small. In the beginning of his career, he has to get small because you hope to have one thing as an advantage: size. When you fucking with heavyweights, everybody got size. So you gotta be super delicate how you move a heavyweight, because you can have a gold mine that you turn into a damn shaft.
I thought you said you're supposed to feed them dogs lead, man. That's what I thought.
Let me ask you a question, Coach. With that, do you think they put Jared Anderson in too early with what's his name?
Martin Bacoli.
Yeah, Martin Bacoli. You think that was too early for Jared, or he should have kept fighting trash cans?
Jared put himself in there. That $11 million spoke volumes. If you remember, Bob Burnham said, "I'm gonna get you 5 or 6 more layup guys," because Bob Burnham been in this game a long time. He said, "Son, you are not ready to fight a man. You're a boy. These are men." But that don't take it as a disrespect to him. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Let me say this. No matter how good, and I always use my son so nobody get offended. No matter how good my son was at 19 years old, no matter how much he was punching at 19, you wasn't going to convince me for no amount of money to stick my son in there with a motherfucker like Earl Spence. Because my son would have got beat to death. And even if he won, he wouldn't have been no more good. That would have been, in Jay-Z's words, grand opening, grand closing.
I mean, you say that, but I think the thing that people don't realize, what if he beat him? We seen Spinks with 8 fights go in there and beat Ali. I thought Ali won, but they gave it to him.
You're talking about a time when pros, when they were pros, they were 24, 25, 27 turning pro. We talking about an era where you got babies turning pro, 16, 17. You ain't gonna put no 17-year-old welterweight. I don't give a damn how many wins he got in there with Earl Spence when he was the welterweight champion. And think that even
Benitez, Coach?
You're talking about okay, let me ask you this question. Who did he beat for the title? Who did Wilfredo Benitez beat? Without going to Google.
It was Marvin Hagler's what's the name? I can't hear. It was some Irish kid. It was the sons of Marvin Hagler's managers.
Yeah.
Once again, listen to who you said he fought. He fought the dude that used to flip pizzas at the restaurant next door to the construction site that was owned by the Petronellis.
It's the Petronellis. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Once again, I don't have to go look. I'm telling you, that's a different situation. And once again, inside a handful of fucking fights, the man is in a bed. You will put the same thing I told BVO. Me and him talk. There's no way I'm going to tell BVO I know more about the offensive or defensive lines in any level of football than he does, and he played at the highest level, and he was on the offensive and defensive line. Not going to do that. I'm not going to ask Deion Sanders how to play the offensive line or the defensive line, and I can ask BVO. I don't give a fuck how much time Deion Sanders spent in the Pro Bowl, how much of a great, he wasn't an offensive lineman. He don't know the battles that go on underneath of them piles. We can only hear about it. When it comes to sticking a baby into a fight with a man, even if the baby won, you ruined them. Even if the baby win, you ruined them.
You ruined it.
Whatever.
Hey, you ruined the baby.
Hey, perfect example. Perfect example. Vargas versus Trinidad.
Yeah.
Vargas
Bar and De La Hoya. He was
Yeah.
he got threw out there too early with them boys. He was like dub. Was he like a dub one?
He was 24.
What?
Hey, let me give
still,
you a
though.
better.
Tito
Let me
was
give you a
hitting,
better.
Tito was hitting like bricks back then.
Man, Tito
Let me
only
give
had
you a
11
better
hands.
example. Let me give you a better example. Fernando Vargas, even when he won, he took a lot of heavy punches from Yuri Boy Campus.
Yes, he did.
Because Yuri Boy Campus was a grown motherfucking man.
That had some pop too.
That could punch. That could flat out punch. He took a lot of punches from Yuri Boy Campus.
Hey, coach.
He was
your
back in
boy
that,
Campus turned into he went from Quick Draw McGraw to El Cabong on him that night, man. He couldn't, man. He was, man. This
couldn't miss.
And that was a fight. And that was a fight that he won. That was a fight that he won.
Yeah.
But it took too much out of him. Too young.
Yeah.
Too young.
Too young. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I told BVO.
youngest though, coach.
No, you're not. You're at your athletic peak at your youngest, but you're your best between the age of 27 and 32. That's your peak performance time. After that, it declines because you've reached the mega of your male masculinity, meaning your physical best. You may get stronger as you get older, but you won't get faster. You may jump higher when you get older, but you won't get stronger. Something falls off. But between the age of 27 and 32, you're your fastest, you're your strongest, you jump the highest, and guess what? You're at your mental equivalent to your athletic ability. As you get older, you have a higher IQ, but lower athletic ability. When you're young, you have a higher athletic ability, but a lower IQ. You also have a lower dexterity, meaning your pain threshold may be high, but you break the fuck down with the lightest of shit because you're still in a baby's body.
Those love that F word, man.
But I mean, look. Hey, let me say something. Let me say something in my apology. Let me say something in my apology. I grew up before social media.
Yeah.
I grew up at a time when if your girlfriend was in the gym and somebody said, "Man, watch your mouth, women in here," the first thing the older fighters or the older coach would say, "Why she in here?" You can't ask me you can't ask me to have a gladiatorial conversation, but keep it clean. It's not possible. It's like you want me to wash a pig in a mud puddle, but don't let the pig get dirty.
Don't let the pig get dirty.
And that's the biggest thing that hurts boxing. You want to be honest about why you can't put these babies in it? Because too many of these babies have came up in gyms where the gym is politically correct, where the coaches are politically correct, where the fighters say "excuse me" when they came up in that.
Yeah,
I came up in a gym. Yeah, I came up in a gym where it was all loose dogs, and if a puppy snatched a steak off the table, a dog bit him. A dog put him in his place. If a puppy got out of order, the puppy got put in his place. I remember James Toney, once again, it's not no lie. Being in that building, Gary Russell took me a lot of places. And James Toney said, if you stick a woman in here to spar with me, I'm going to beat the ovaries off of her.
Wow.
I'm going to beat the ovaries off of her.
I'll beat the ovaries off of her.
And if you go back and ask anybody how the sparring with Christy Martin was, James might have beat the inability to have children out of this one.
You know what's funny? James Toney, only dude I ever seen sparring somebody and say, "You scary bitch."
Because once again, he came up in an era. He came up in an era where your coaches didn't play that shit. Coaches like Bowie Fisher, he wish you would take it easy on him. He didn't look at you and say, "Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my gym, get out my gym. You take it easy on somebody." Hey man, that's a young kid. Well, he should have came in here from 3 to 5. After 5 p.m., the strippers go on stage. After 5 p.m., the strippers go on stage. So if you don't want your kid to see ass and titties, don't bring them in the gym after 5 o'clock. When they say the strippers go on stage, it get X-rated in this gym because it's all pros. If you don't want to, see, that's the part that's missing. When I was growing up, you did not take an average amateur to a gym on sparring day full of professionals, because those professionals thought you were disrespecting them so much to bring this baby in here, they was gonna beat piss out of. They was gonna beat piss out of. And if your baby could stand up to that, then them dudes respected your baby. They was like, "Hey, shorty, the truth." You want to know why Mildred Taylor's career ended? It wasn't the Sharpton's fight. It was the wars that he had been in growing up in Philly, where they don't take no mercy on nobody. If you're 12 years old and you get in the ring with a champion, he don't remember you 12.
Yeah.
And the kindest thing he could do when somebody remind him that you're 12, he gonna dig to your body and try and bruise your liver or bruise your kidney, so they gotta drag your ass up out of there.
Man, it's funny you say that, Coach. I was watching some stuff on your mentor, Big Gary. Hey, Gary Russell was doing something wrong. Gary said, "Get your ass off my ring right now."
He didn't play that shit.
And Gary was champion. He said, "Get your ass off my ring."
Hey, Slim, look, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. I spotted a couple of women. I respect them, the women to the fullest when we were young. And they were like, "Gee, let me get sparring with one of the men, get ready for a fight." Gary said, "Break her ass down. Break her down." And when she stopped, and this honest God truth, when she starts to break down, ease up. And then the next round, break her down again. When she started to break down, ease up. Because he wanted her to never come back to his gym. Because he thought it was the most disrespectful thing she could do.
Punishment, golly.
Hey,
to come in.
What got me is I don't know if Big Gary was thinking about. I mean, his son was champion. He told his son, "Get your ass off my ring."
Man, let me tell you how vicious this man was. Let me tell you how vicious he was.
Good.
And you could send the clip to Lil Gary, and Lil Gary will verify. Lil Gary was probably 8 years old. We was in his living room. We were in the living room, and I'm on my knees sparring with him. Lil Gary let that shit fly. Man, his father said, "When you plan on hitting this little motherfucker?" I said, "I'm not hitting this nigga, he a kid." He said, "If you don't punch him in his mouth, he's never gonna learn that he's making mistakes with his hands." I said, "Jesus Christ." So once again, as instructed, I hit this nigga in the mouth. Nigga lip start bleeding. His father said, "You better not take a step back either, bitch. You better not take a step back." That little nigga slid back up with tears in his eyes and went to work. Do you know he told this no bullshit? Lil Gary told me after we sparred that day, we in the house. I'm talking about this 8-year-old kid. He said, "When I get a little bigger, I'ma fuck you up." I said, "Okay, little bro. Okay." He said, "Nah, for real." And let me be honest with you.
Yeah.
At 14 years old, I'm sparring with him again. He 14, about 14.
Yeah.
And we spar. This little motherfucker hit me with the perfect shot to the left. Boom! I told that nigga after we sparred, I said, nigga, the next time we spar, you will be getting money and you will be paying for these rounds. So when my son was coming up, bring it full circle. My son is coming up. And my son might have been 11. Starting to smell itself. Little Gary Pro. And little Gary say, Jaleel, you gonna be the end man on my spine. Getting ready for pro fight. You gonna be the last 3 rounds on my spine. Jaleel and this motherfucker going as hard as he can. Gary's smoothing on him. I say that he bullshit. He said, yeah, Gary, when you gonna punch him in the mouth? Sound familiar. He was like, man, go ahead to my nephew. I'm working on my defense. He said, nigga, I ain't tell you work on defense. You spawn. Man, he hit Jaleel with a motherfucking left hand body shot. And he put something on it, but not all the way, but he put something on it. And soon as he did, I said, Jaleel, you better slide your ass up. Dad started laughing. And when he slid up, him and Gary had 30 seconds where they was just going. And motherfucker, after the round was over, Jaleel is crying. Dad said, come in, grandson. He said, come in, grandson. He grabbed him. And he told Gary, get the fuck out the ring. Get out the ring. I said, man, nah, they still got one more round. He said, no, they don't. He said, Jaleel too stupid and Gary too stubborn. Somebody gonna get hurt. Now it ain't gonna be my grandbaby. He said, I know he got heart. I know his heart be good. At that point, funny. If I didn't know nothing else from the coaching side, I knew. Find out if your dog will scratch. But once you know he scratch, it's your job to make it where he don't get broken.
Yeah, that's a hell of a story, man.
True fucking story. True story, full fucking circle.
That's crazy, man.
If you want to go check out my old interview, Jaleel was in the gym sparring, probably 15. Really starting to smell himself and feel himself because he fucking niggas up. Pros and amateurs. He spawned, but Dad said, get your stuff on. You spawn with your uncle. Spawn with Antoine. Antoine done did about 40 fucking rounds. No bullshit. Jaleel in this motherfucker, and he feeling himself. Twan tired. Twan got hit with a good shot. And when he hit him with a good shot, Twan's whole dog turned on. Twan rocked off. And when he rocked off, Jaleel got his hands out of position. You can get away with that shit wherever you're amateur. You can't get away with him. Twan clipped him. Boom! Put his ass out. Put his ass out. When the nigga went back to the gym, Twan said, you my nephew. And Dad said, what the fuck you talking to him about that shit for, nigga? We raise dogs in here. You see he back at the gym. You see he back at the gym. 2 weeks later, they had a motherfucker come down from Jersey. I got the video. 2 weeks later, Dad said, we're going to get you all the way back right, Jaleel. Put him in there. He said, do not stop cutting loose till this nigga is done. And Jaleel cut loose, and the nigga was firing. He said, son, you ain't got enough firepower. Because he knew what the dog would do.
Yeah. I love to hear them stories like that, man.
So I'm sorry if I say out of place shit when it comes to talk about boxing, but I don't know how to say an in place shit.
Let me ask you this. Why did Big Gary think Antoine was going to be the special one as great as Junior was? Why did he always have such high hopes for Antoine?
Because every one of his sons got better. Gary Jones, whoa, you talk about a fast motherfucker. He was fast at any level, but he was still an amateur. I remember he went to camp with Pernell Whitaker. And even Pernell said, this young boy different, his hand speed. Then when you had Davon, who got killed, he had the most beautiful feet in the world. Then you had Lil Gary. Lil Gary was like the total package. Allen was right behind him. And then when you got to Tonio and Antoine, if everything always projection was going up, who was going to be the best? Antoine, just by calculation. The shit you see Jaleel doing is because he had the ability to do it by learning from all them niggas in the gym. How many times you heard Jaleel say, Tonio actually got me walking? Tonio will put him in the ring with him and hold him by the hands. So once again, when you have pedigree, you know what you're gonna spit out. If a motherfucker got 7 sons by 6 different women, when he fuck woman number 8, what's the likelihood of him having a son?
It's probably slim.
He's gonna have a son.
Oh,
listen to what I'm saying. He got 7 sons by 6 different women. When he fucked woman number 7, what is the likelihood of him having a son?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might probably be high for sure.
So once again, if he got to do this with all his sons, what was the likelihood of everyone getting better? So that's why he could say that about Antoine. He was the baby. What I'm tripping on that people don't think about, what if he lived and he got to work with his grandchildren? Because you become a different person with your grandkids. What if he got to work with them?
You think now, if Big Gary said, you think he would have been, you still would have been training Jaleel, or you think Dad would have trained him?
It wasn't nobody training him. It was like everybody would have had their contribution. I can say this: if he had lived and he saw Jaleel as a pro, he would have said, "I need to talk to all of y'all," and the conversation would have been like, "Whatever the fuck problems y'all got, stick them in your ass, because this is my grandson, and y'all, everybody got to contribute to making him what he got to be."
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
what would have been.
That would have been dope.
See, we had a respect level that just was untouchable for him. I could argue with Lil Gary all day long, and we have argued all day long. But can't nobody say X, Y, and Z about him. Love him like a brother.
Yeah.
That's where it changes. You want to know why them Garcias are so fucking good? Because they still respect the nigga that sit at the head of the table, the grandfather. You want to know why niggas is so fucking bad? Because the name that we respect is the first name. When you say Garcias, you already know who the fuck you talk about. Mikey and all them motherfuckers.
Yeah, Robert, all them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know who the fuck you talking about when you say Garcia. They an institution. Like fucking Reeves Bank. They a fucking institution in boxing. You know what fuck us up as black people? In the sport of boxing, we do not establish institutions. We establish stores. Everybody is in a rush to open their own gym. Look how many father-sons started together, but then the father got a gym, the son got a gym. The grandson got a gym all over the place. Why y'all ain't in one gym? Do you know how much knowledge I got? Can you imagine if you a little kid and you could be in the gym with Jack Mosley, Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley Jr.?
Yeah.
Imagine how much shit you gonna learn. Imagine how much shit you gonna learn. One gonna teach you the original way. The second one gonna blend the path. And Shane Jr. can actually work with you.
Yeah.
That's the difference. When you saw Fernando's sons going at it, Emilio ran. Not that Emilio. No. Listen to it.
He did run though.
Emilio ran not because he a sucker and not because he can't fight, but I respect my older brother.
It looked like he ran to get his dad, which was kind of different.
But that tells you somebody sits at the head of the table.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That tells you somebody sits at the head of the table. We got too many black tables where nobody sits at the head of it. It's whoever making the most money is in charge. That shit don't mean nothing. Lil Gary was making the most money. Dad was in charge. It wasn't no wondering who the fuck was in charge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's how I raised my son. That's how I raised my son. I tell my grandson what to do. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this, Coach. When y'all had Andre, because I know that had to be a big deal. When y'all had Andre Ward in the gym, what did Big Gary say? Because that's always been a legendary conversation. We never you always hear Andre say Big Gary wasn't gonna get in between me and Virgil. Was that true? What Andre saying about you saying Big Gary didn't want to get involved with what was going on with him and Virgil?
Gary Russell Sr. gonna do it his way, and Virgil gonna do it his way. So if you making one pot of soup, how many people can put recipes in it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, we all think the same conceptually. Dad, Lil Gary, myself, Alan, all think the same. So everybody has the same spoon in the pot. They just might have been allowed to bring one ingredient that wasn't already in the mix. But when you got two different chefs who are legendary for their soup in different cities, how in the world we can come together and make one pot of soup when we already both legends?
But we seen it with Floyd Sr. I think people don't believe me when I say this. I think Oscar looked great under Floyd Sr. He looked better than he did before.
He always did. That was a good combination.
What was that then? Huh?
Lies.
I thought Oscar looked his best with Senior in the corner.
Okay, let me ask you this. This is the one question I'm gonna ask. I've asked it before.
Go ahead.
What type of pressure was Oscar under in any of those fights that Floyd Sr. was training?
Didn't he fight for Nando Sr.?
Once again, Fernando was a baby.
Yeah, he was.
He was a baby. Who Oscar was by that point was who the fuck he was. BVO, if I put you on a field right now with some middle school kids and they tell you go through lineman drills, every one of them kids will say, "Hey man, Coach BVO, he still got it. He can go to the league." No, the fuck you can't. It's over. You just have so much knowledge to where you at 20% are better than them at 100 right now. But let me bring you back. When 3 of the linemen are now seniors and they the top linemen in the country going to college, after the first play, they're gonna be like, "Take it easy on Coach, man. Take it easy on Coach. We respect him. He taught us how to do this."
Yeah.
You didn't get worse. They was just babies then. These niggas close to death.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Crush. Now, you growing up and you being in Philly, I always wondered this: where did Bozy come from? Because I used to hear about Mighty and his dad, but I never heard about Bozy. Where did Bozy come from? You hear me?
Who you talking about?
Crush.
Is it still on?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's still up there. I don't know where he at. I don't know.
Oh, he's not there, but I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Bozy had multiple sons that could all fight. Bozy one of the best father-son combinated guys that you will ever see. That is my guy. He's a great mentor to the sport. And he's done the same thing in Philly that Gary Russell Sr. did in DC. And Philly has a lot of guys who had father-son connections.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I'll tell you another bad connection. Nazim and his boys, Tiger, Rock, and Bear.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I rock with him.
God rest his soul.
It's a lot of great ones that came out of these cities. But we get caught up because they never had that great opportunity to make the family table, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
They never had that opportunity to make the family table. Gary Russell Sr. was going to be the first father that actually had a chance to make that father multiple son table. He could, if he would have lived, he quite honestly could have turned the Russell name into a boxing dynasty, just like the Garcias.
Let me ask you this: when you say that, are you saying that because you think Antoine would be better than he's been?
No, I think Antoine would still be good. I just think that his dad might put different perspectives. But once again, if you heard Gary in the corner, and you go back and watch my fight, watch Jalil's fight when I was in the corner, you heard the same conversation.
Yeah, you did. About boxing.
Yeah, we don't script that shit out. Nigga, that's just what it is. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, Slim, it's okay. Hey, here's you pissing me off was the same as, hey, Jalil, it's okay to box.
Yeah.
Same shit. Damn near at the same point in the fight.
Yeah, it was.
Damn near at the same points in the fight on totally different nights. They heard the same fucking instruction. And followed by what? Hey, Slim, he can't fuck with your boxing. That's what Gary said. He can't fuck with you when you box. Get the stick back on him. What did Jimmy tell Jalil? Oh, let the stick do the work, Sean.
Yeah, you did say that. Hey, I did get the same message for sure.
Same message.
Yeah.
The same exact message. Because it came from the same tree. Look how many great NFL head coaches came from the Mike Holcomb tree.
Oh, the Bill Walsh, yeah.
Because once again, they coming from a pedigree. I'm not worried about no fighter that don't got no pedigree. We gonna check their ass in.
Yeah.
I don't care who they are.
It's funny you say that, man, because I really think, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, I really think it's so important for these fighters, man. You can tell me if you agree, Prize, but I think it's so important to get with a good trainer, man. That'd be half the battle because I look at Tio, and I'm telling you, I've been praying, wishing on a star. Free to tell you, I was really hoping Gary Jr. is gonna keep his word and train him or help train, because I think if Tio get that teaching from Gary Jr., I think he could be on another level. I really do, man.
A good trainer.
Fighters don't pick trainers. Fighters don't pick trainers. Trainers pick fighters. Fighters don't pick trainers.
When you at Tio's level, they be moving around. Like Joshua didn't train with some different trainers, but I feel you though. Like on a come up.
Listen.
He made it seem like he would train him though.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Not on the come up. Fighters don't pick coaches. Coaches pick fighters. You've never heard a coach say, I'm going to Tio, or I'm going to Floyd, I'm going to Roy Jones, and ask them, do they want me to train them? You hear, hey, the fighter reached out to this coach and said, will you take me on?
Yeah.
Fighters don't pick coaches. Coaches pick fighters.
Yeah, fighters ask to work with a trainer, and the trainer say either yes or no. The trainer is not the one that's asking the fighter, can I train you? The fighter's asking the trainer.
So if
Don't
he
forget
at
that.
147,
Don't forget
why
that.
wouldn't and I've heard Gary Jr. say he would be open to doing it. Why haven't we really heard? I just wonder why won't he just let him be a part of that gym? Because if you put T.O. with Gary Jr., man, it's another level, man.
Because Gary Jr. came from his father, and he's not going for two people training one fighter when you're not from the same cloth. You're not going to be T.O. father and come in that joint and talk about, no, we do it this way. Well, if you do it that way, go the fuck on back where y'all came from. You came to get help. The whole purpose of coming to get my help was to do it a different way.
Where's your power, bro? I was so pissed watching that.
Yeah, that was
bro,
crazy.
Where's
that
your
was pretty
power?
bad.
You gotta understand the type of dude that Mr. Gary is. He's not a type of person that's going to take anything from nobody. If he's telling you to do something a certain way and you're not doing it, or you say, oh, well, he can do it this way, Gary will be like, man, get out. Get out. If that was
You can't say that. You can't say that because I always pick with Coach about this. Jaleel and Antoine, they want to do whatever they want to do in the ring until y'all start screaming. Screaming.
Listen, but look, when a nigga starts screaming, them niggas make the adjustment right then. Once again, there is a realm of hierarchy. Most of these fighters don't have that. 90%. Let me tell you something. 90% of the coaches now, they are pocketbook thieves. They go in gyms. They look around to see which pocketbook somebody done sat on the chair, and they run by and steal it real quick. Hey, you looking for a coach? You looking for a coach? They pocketbook thieves. You'll never see Gary go in the gym and steal a pocketbook.
No.
Once again, it's a difference with having a coach and having a teacher. Y'all don't respect the difference. And each one of them serve a purpose. Don't get me wrong. If I have a great team on paper, then I need a Phil Jackson. I'm getting him to come in here and coach this team. I got the pieces. If I have a team that is young, unruly, and we need to build them with the basics, then I got to bring in Tex Winners because he's a teacher.
Yeah.
You never heard Phil Jackson not give Tex Winners his credit for the triumph.
Yeah, he did.
Because Tex's job was to teach. Phil's job was to coach.
Yeah.
It's a nuance to this shit. I don't disrespect nobody when I say you can't give an opinion without knowledge. That's not me saying somebody don't know boxing or don't know football, but I'm never gonna go to my little niece's tennis practice and she got Steffi Graf as her coach, and I'm telling Steffi, nah, that ain't gonna work. She gonna look at me and say, nigga, how many Wimbledons you got? How many US Opens you got? How many times you been ranked number one? When I say none, she gonna say, well, you know I've done all of that shit, right? I think I might know a little more than you. But we so fucking stupid in boxing. Yeah. We'll stand there and argue with Steffi Graf. Well, you know, in my opinion, what the fuck your opinion? Well, in my humble opinion, your opinion don't have to be humble because you're stupid. The minute you said something, you were stupid. And that's the problem. You got all of these humble opinions that don't have no knowledge.
Yeah.
Nigga, I could win NFL 26 tournament, but that don't mean I can go coach the motherfucking the Raiders. Nigga, that's a video game. Yeah. And then every uneducated motherfucker say the same thing. Well, you don't never have to have participated to be able to know what you see and talking about.
Oh, here you
All
go.
right, let me do heart surgery on you. Let me do heart surgery on you. I've watched General Hospital every episode, and I've watched Quincy for 10 years. Let me do the motherfucking operation on your heart. You gonna tell me that don't make no sense? Why? Because you don't have no background. But I did the same thing you do. I watched it on TV.
Hey, when you right, you right, man. When you right, you right.
Go some type of dude make you flip a table over, man. You know, the thing that's so funny is I could say the hardest teachers have been those guys, man, that really you learn the most from. You know, shout out to Coach Bo. Coach Bo was a very, very mean man. But it's weird to say this, but I learned so much from him. But he was just mean, man. He was a mean motherfucker.
Man, you know the first thing Gary Russell Sr. taught me when I first started coaching? Because I learned my coaching through him. You know what the first thing he told me how to do?
Yeah.
Get the damn stool in the ring on time. You know, that's a hard job. No bullshit. I'm saying, I ain't trying to be funny. That's a hard fucking job. When you first start coaching and the nigga let you put the stool in the ring in front of a big ass crowd, whether it's at the Nationals or a pro fight, I damn near will bet money you gonna fuck up. You gonna fuck up the stool.
Yeah. I could see myself not being able to get in the ring.
But when you master the stool, you get the next responsibility. Make sure the nigga gets some water. And you think that shit ain't important till it's fight night and the nigga say, motherfucker, I didn't get no water.
Hey, you be like Dillian White, too much water.
So once again, I came from the bottom. Yeah.
Too much water.
Hey, y'all remember
when Andre Berto was arguing with his father and brother, he said, damn, ain't nobody give me no damn water.
Y'all see that fight that they showed Floyd in the corner and the dude gave him too much water?
Yeah, he spit that out. Yeah. Floyd started coughing all crazy.
Floyd was coughing like a dog, man.
Nigga, I started from the bottom, Slim. That's what I said. I started from the bottom. I carried a spit bucket. My first coaching job was carrying a spit bucket. But these dudes too arrogant to do that.
You know what's crazy about you saying that? Uncle Stitch told me the story. One time, a dude who had got cut real bad. And the guy was bleeding all over. Uncle Stitch said, damn, I had never seen so much blood in my life. I almost called the ambulance. And the guy who was showing him was like, shut up and fix it. It wasn't even no, and you know, Uncle Stitch is old, so this is an old school guy telling him, don't tell me about no blood, just get it fixed. And the man was just beating profusely, according to Uncle Stitch, man. So one thing about it, it's always good to learn trial by fire, man, because that's when you learn. I mean, I hate to say it, but when Coach Bo would say, you stupid mofo, do it like I told you, and he'll slap me in the head, I'll see him to get it when I got slapped in the head. I don't know what it was, but once I got slapped in the head, or my favorite, get your brain out of neutral, son. And I just think that was so disrespectful to tell somebody to get their brain out of neutral, but I get it now.
Hey, that's an old one, Jack. Take your brain out of neutral before you put your mouth in gear.
And it was wild because the stuff Bo used to say, I think about now, wow, I would never say that to a kid. or what he told us at one time, we was like probably like 10. Oh, that me and my cousin Brandon would be the winners of the stupid Olympics. I said, what?
Hey, Slim, you want to hear some funny stuff? And I like this panel because all y'all come from different backgrounds, and that's why I say I can't overtalk your background.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. Do you know that most athletes look forward to being humiliated because they know that the coach does it to the ones that he loves? I had a kid, no bullshit, say, I can't wait till the day I'm a jackass. What the fuck you talking about? He said, Coach, you never realize the ones that you call a jackass is the ones that you think should know how to do something. You've never called me a jackass. You always say you'll get it next time. So you don't think I know how to do anything.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey,
Yeah,
just
it works though.
Hey,
It works because I never knew. It's weird to say this. I never like even when I do stuff at work now, I can hear both saying, "Man, if thinking was a job, you'd be unemployed."
hey,
That's cold.
where my brother on here that do the forklifts and the crane operator?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Hey, who taught you to operate that shit?
Sheesh. I went to 4-year apprenticeship school, but then like I had to learn on the job. It was this guy called the Angry White Man, and that's what he
Hey,
was, boy. He
if he said if he put you in charge of a job and he said something crazy, you like, boy, you know, but what the fuck are you doing? And you laugh and get it right. And then he take you off this job and send you to another job. And they say it's already an operator over there. Man, I don't trust that motherfucker.
yeah.
Once again, you'll tell the other crane operator when you get to the point where you're a motherfucker, that's when he trusts you.
Yeah. They will put you off. And they don't know what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. You ain't about to unalive nobody. You gone. They'll tell you, look, man, you ain't what we looking for. Right then and there.
This is real in every line of work. You know you're trusted when the people who trust you start humiliating you.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's just true. And I just asked the brother, you've been sent somewhere to operate a crane where they already had a crane operator over there, and they didn't take the nigga off the job. They just said, for this particular piece, I gotta go with my boy. He know what he doing.
You
He
better
didn't
hope
say
there's
you were
another piece.
inadequate. I could trust you.
You better hope there's another piece you can get on. If not, you going to the crib.
Yeah.
Because
Especially
I
with
don't
them
trust
crane,
you.
you gotta have like license now from the state now. So it's even crazy. So ain't nobody, just anybody getting on them Jones.
And he gotta trust you.
Yeah.
He got to fucking trust you.
100%.
He don't give a fuck if you was building buildings in Santa Monica for 20 years. I ain't never seen you build one. I'm going with the nigga I seen build one.
Yeah.
Used to back in the car business when I sold retail. Used to have a guy. Shout out to my man PK. You know what he said? They want to hire these crackheads. I need a man with a family like you.
Wow.
I said, but he sell more than me. I don't care. He's a crackhead. I need a man I could trust. And I tell you what, I think we always talk about this having fun, but just being a man first, being trustworthy, understand, and one of the most free things you can do in life is not have to lie. When you gotta lie, man, that's a miserable existence. It feels good to just be real and say what you gotta work on or where you at. Because one thing I always give my grandma and all those older folks credit for, hey, free, they never did no lying. Never did no lying. I asked my Uncle James, God rest his soul, something about something he did. He said, yeah, I'm fucked up. And that was it. Hey, coach, you didn't say nothing else. You didn't say why or what made him come to that conclusion. He said, I'm fucked up. And that was it.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
That was his answer. Why you do that, huh? Hey, I'm fucked up. And that was it.
Yeah, that's real shit, man. That's
Them
real
old
shit.
them old dudes had no shame. And I think that's why they had a better society because, like you said, if you look I watch a lot of old TV and stuff. If y'all listen to how Fred, Archie Bunker, George Jefferson, them guys talk rough because they expected their people to get it done right. You know, he
Yeah,
wasn't
the
calling
first time.
Lamont a big dummy because he was trying to be me. He's trying to get Lamont to think. You know, don't bring me home no damn bear. No taxidermy bear. Are you crazy?
Tell me what we gonna make off of that shit.
And I think about it now. The nigga bought home a taxidermy bear. Hey, this is how I ask you, freak. If you running a business and somebody bring you a 7-foot taxidermy bear, what the hell are you gonna do with that? Oh no, man. That's what we missing, man. We missing that common sense stuff. Because now, if you say something to somebody, like before on the show we spoke about, these guys so weak mentally, it's because they don't got nobody to really embrace them and let them know, hey, it's okay to mess up. I'm gonna mess with you about messing up, but it's okay. And I always give my grandma credit for that. She would always make you feel 2 feet tall, but she gonna build you back up. She gonna build you back up. If she's telling me all
Man,
the
we just
time.
need to get these soft men out of here. We just need to get all these feelings out of here, man. We got too many feelings. We got too many feelings, man. That's it. We got too many feelings out here. Everybody got to be correct. Everybody got to say the right thing. There's too many feelings out here.
You think that's why we having so much trouble with? You think that's why we having so much trouble with like the mental health and all that? Because we sparing their feelings too much.
What do people say first in any situation?
What's that?
I don't care what the situation. What do they say? I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
So do you realize we in a society now? If you say 1 + 1 is 3, that somebody is going to clap for you and say, you got it, baby. Instead of somebody saying, you dumb motherfucker, put up one finger on each hand. How many is that? Because you don't want to make him what? Feel bad.
Yeah.
You don't
I never
bad.
met nobody. I don't know about you guys. I never met nobody growing up that spared my feelings. My favorite, I told me the most effed up thing you could tell a 10-year-old. And I shouldn't have told my wife because now she bring it up and be pissing me off. Because I was doing some homework or something, and I think I'm a smart guy, but my aunt said, you need to get some help. Whatever you do, you got to get some help because you're gonna be in bad shape.
But you used to just say that. Now you got this new era where, man, he abused me. How did he abuse you? He just said mean things to me.
No, Coach, I was like 10 years old when she said that, brother. I wasn't a grown man. I was like 10.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. Nobody, if somebody don't tell you at 10, you may not make it to become a grown man.
Mm.
Nobody tells these jokers nothing because you may hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
You just tell every day, and we mess up every day, and I apologize for doing it. Hey man, don't say F. Don't say F. Don't say F. You're saying it because it hurts somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
You want to talk about you want to talk about a violent sport with no violent words.
That's hard to do.
It's impossible. But you want to tell the story of violence with no violent words. If I use the uns the way that they want us to use them now, 20 years ago, you sound stupid.
Yeah.
You sound stupid.
Yeah.
Two men jumped out of a car. They pulled out apparatuses. They pointed them and they unalived him. In another universe, they said, "What did you just say? What did you just say?"
What's that flavor in year? Remember that we can play that George Jetson, Mr. Space.
Yeah, you want something that doesn't make sense to make sense.
I just think I'll say this. I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm romanticizing that time, but I just remember in the late 90s, man, as a little kid growing up, it seemed like everybody. I was watching the old tape, and when they had no phones, man, and free and prize, it was like a different world. Everybody was just talking, having a good time. You go somewhere now with the kids, like, man, I look forward. I'm so glad that my youngest don't have to have no phone right now. Cause I hate when you be out with my oldest one and she on that phone. I've been thinking, who the hell you got to talk to that's more important than your family here? Who?
It may not be nobody. It may not be nobody. It just got to be on your face.
I just
It
don't.
got to be on your face.
I
I
don't
hate
get
the
it
beginning
though.
of cell phones. Back when I was young, I hit the beginning of the cell phones.
I used to
And
love
I
to be
remember
with
my
my
OG threw it
grandparents.
across the street.
I look at the people walking around DC right now. Everybody looking down. When I grew
Yeah,
up,
ain't
everybody
nobody
was
paying
looking.
attention.
I was like, man, this was back in the days when I was coming up. Man, so many people get robbed every single day because ain't nobody
Yes,
paying
Lord.
attention to nothing going around them.
And it wouldn't be no witnesses because they was all looking down. Hey, Slim, I'm gonna tell you what boils my blood. And sometimes I get to the point where my blood is overboard, especially if
Yeah,
it's Jaleel or my oldest grandson.
yeah.
When they be in the car and they got headphones on. Man, I was talking to Jaleel one time. I'm really thinking that me and him having a conversation. He got his headphones on, and he started singing. I look at him and say, "Nigga, we talking?" And I realized he was on the headphones. Man, you would have thought I was Denzel Washington in American Gangster. Nigga, you take them sunglasses on. Take them. Man, I threw them headphones on the floor. I said, "Boy, if somebody shooting, you wouldn't even know they killed you.
Yeah.
You ain't even paying attention." And these young people now don't pay attention to nothing.
Nothing at all.
Not one thing. Every last one of them got headphones on.
In the
These niggas
car.
got radio. They're in the car with headphones. Fucking Radio Raheem level headphones. These bitches bigger than they fucking brain.
I said that to my wife the other day. My grandkids was in the room and they wanted me to turn something on YouTube because they got
Yeah,
they got YouTube for kids. So they wanted
yeah,
me to turn something on YouTube kids. So I turned it
yeah.
on and like 5 minutes later I look at it. I said, "Y'all not even watching TV. Y'all on your phone.
Yeah.
Y'all made me stop playing my video games because y'all want to watch TV. Y'all not even watch TV.
Yeah.
Y'all on the phone."
Got
Got a
that
Yeah,
good
bitch
thing
wrong.
going on in Madden, and here they come. That's
They
how the
bitch
kids are
wrong with
doing it.
that.
they'll watch other kids play with toys. My baby girl,
Yeah,
she'll watch other kids
they
play
all
with
do. It
toys.
ain't just
Oh
it
I be
ain't
yeah.
just
thinking,
her.
That's
It's
I'm
all of
thinking,
them.
who would want to do that? Who would want to watch another kid play with a toy?
Millions of kids.
millions of them. They tripping. Hey Slim,
Oh
they really
man,
make you
Yeah,
get mad
my
with that shit.
granddaughter used to be stuck on this little white girl called A for Addie. She used to
yeah,
be stuck on
Oh
her. She would watch
man.
that joint every day. I'm like, man, I
Man, my
said,
granddaughter watched
how
that
about you do
Rachel.
your
That
own?
shit crazy.
How about you do your own YouTube channel? Let people watch you. Cause y'all be in this joint having me dying. I be rolling looking at my grandkids. They are some funny kids. I was like, y'all need to have y'all own YouTube channel.
This shit crazy, man. Like I said, we live in a world that's so vicious. I tell my kids, if you was in the 80s and early 90s, you never really saw 3 or 4 dudes with the same car.
no,
Everybody wanted their own look, their own personality. They wanted their own thing. Now, if I seen one S550, I seen 1,000 of them because they the exact same color, same colorway, same rim, exact duplicates.
I'm
how
about to
many
say,
white ones do they make?
if you came outside in my neighborhood and both of y'all got the same shirt on, one of y'all doing in the house. One of y'all going to the house change our shirt. One of us got to go change our shirt. Or we got the same
Yeah,
shoes on. One of us got to change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fact. Now these
I'm not,
niggas that go out matching together, 4 niggas.
yeah, they look like a high school basketball team.
right.
Yeah,
Everybody got on the same shirt, the same pants, the same
Same
shoes.
everything.
I'm like, what the hell?
cause they,
I'm like,
hey, I'm gonna tell you, cause they not fly. They not dope boy fresh. They not fly. They carbon copies out of a goddamn Xerox machine.
Yeah,
yeah,
Back in the day, you really went to the club to see if I outfly these niggas.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
These niggas ain't fly.
no.
That was a big thing for me. Like when we was coming up, we like, man, I'm about to kill him with this outfit. I just went to the
Uh-huh.
mall. I went to Landover Mall. I went to Forestville, PG Plaza. Got me a brand new outfit. I'm about to kill him. If I see somebody with the same outfit I got on,
You saw you be ready to be out.
I'm
Yeah, I gotta go.
Man, I start making up shit, especially because I was the driver. I would always find a reason to get up out of pocket.
Man,
hey, Slim. For the rest of the night, I see somebody with the same outfit I got on. I'm like, man,
Slim. In 88, hey, Slim, in 88, no bullshit. I seen my man had on a pair of black tennis shoes with half an orange basketball on the back of. And I thought they were so fly. I say, what the fuck is him? And I say, LCs? He say, nah, these Elite's. I said, damn, them joints hard. He said, bro, I'll tell you where I got them from. I say, tell me. He said, I'll tell you tomorrow. You say, we going out tonight, so I can't tell you now. I said, ain't that? But that's I'm trying to tell you, that's how fly shit was back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how fly shit was
These
back
niggas
then.
have no swag. They wear dangly earrings and women clothes and pocketbooks and shit. You would have got beat the fuck up back around my excuse my language, but you would have got pieced up, bro. Facts.
Man,
the whole purse thing. I'll never understand that purse thing.
You can't. There's nothing you can tell
I don't
me
know.
that's okay. Like, I'm about to take my ass to bed. This ain't gonna work,
bruh. Look, bruh, no bullshit. The only thing you would see niggas from DC and a couple of niggas had it on was if you seen a nigga in a Sergio Tacchini sweatsuit or Morris Brown sweatsuit.
Or you'll see them with the go-go Kango.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to tell you, that was it. That was it, man.
You see everybody, back then, you couldn't go around DC and not see somebody with go-go something on their head. They had a go-go headband or a go-go Kango, and that's what we're going to say, go-go Joe, go-go Ricky, go-go whatever your name was. It was go-go before that.
Hey, that was when shit was really, really fly. Hey, you remember when niggas used to put the polo shirt on and button all the buttons up?
All the way up teasy.
Man, these niggas got one button. Oh, I be like, hey, Slim, that's not.
Nah, they don't even button their shirt up. They'll wear a button up, open up button up with no shirt on. Just have their chest out.
Yeah, I be like, come on, Chad. You gotta respect that polo jump. You gotta button that top button.
They don't.
You gotta look fly. You gotta look fly.
They don't got no swag, coach. They ain't gonna know how to get fly.
They make a good polo shirt look like a bacon neck.
Their swag is copying whatever they see somebody else on TV got.
Yeah.
That's their swag. There's no.
Let me see what D Free got on today.
That's how they was.
None of these guys got any originality for their clothes. Like
nothing fly about them.
You would never see me put something on that I see somebody else got on. I would never put something on that somebody else got on.
That's why I got more Barkleys and Deons than Jordans.
Hey, them CB34s, them Jones was the shit, boy.
I still got them, coach.
CB34s,
I still got them, coach.
It was hard. Yeah, they was hard.
Only ones I need is the 93 Michigan. Remember when Michigan had the black Air Max?
Oh, yeah.
Them the only Barkleys I missing. They were Nike Force with the strap that come out with the air pocket. They were yeah. If I can, the black and gray Jones, if I can get my hands on them, I'll pay somebody $1,000 for them shit. I ain't even lying.
Hey man, I miss the college starter jackets.
Yeah. I used to have that fly Tar Heel joint on.
Man,
don't give me this talk, man.
Hey Slim, I remember when niggas used to go find the school that nobody knew the most and buy their hat. We used to go to Princes and Princess or Tiptoes down Georgetown and find schools that nobody knew. Fisk University, shit like man, shit, you get that shit put on. And then they had the HBCU sweatsuits with the stitching different color than the sweatsuit. Oh man, miss them days. Damn, boy, y'all made me think about some good old days.
Yeah. Oh no, I think the days was good when I was kids. Man, we was wearing Oh damn, we got hella chat. I'm just talking. Suit to my man, my man Carl. Suit to my man, Bruce. Dub right side, man. But I ain't gonna lie, my favorite was those. Y'all probably ain't gonna remember these, man. But though when the LeBron twos came out, man, the LeBron 1 and 2s came out, and I remember I had got the ones, and my grandma said, "Your doggone feet grow too fast. I ain't paying $135 for no shoes." And you know what's funny? I'll never forget. She bought me the shoes. I'm talking about the next week, my foot grew and I couldn't wear them. I'll never forget that, man. I was so mad.
There was one pair of shoes that I got over Jordan. Everybody else was getting the new Jordans that came out, but there was one pair of shoes I was like, nah, I don't even want no Jordans. I want the Ken Griffey Jr. shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Hell yeah.
When he was on Seattle Free.
Yeah.
Yes, when he was a murderer.
Yeah. When he came out with those Ken Griffey, everybody was still getting Jordans. I was like, man, nah, give me the Griffeys.
I remember I crushed them with them red and white ones. I got them from Philly. The niggas ain't see them Jones before. Down
Hey,
North Carolina.
Slim, let me tell you something. I'm gonna age myself. All y'all probably wore Saucony tennis shoes, Saucony shoes, right?
Most definitely.
Now I can say I never had a pair of Sauce Monies.
Hey, look, what did you wear before you wore Saucony?
Shit, I was wearing British Knights probably.
Come on now. Come on now. I might be too old.
It might have been Puma. It might have been.
You went this. No. You ain't got to go far. When I say it, you might know, but the rest of you might be too young. Before you was wearing them, you was wearing Spot Built.
Oh yeah.
Spot Built.
I forgot about them, John.
They later got bought out by Saucony, and that's why they had the same thing.
And you know what? I was about to say Saucony too. I was about to say Saucony.
Spot Built. Hey man, I'm trying to tell you, you had to have your shoe game up to par. You had to have different shoes. You didn't want to look like another nigga walking out the store.
Y'all was wearing the Jordans, man. I when I was a kid, now I was in first, second, third grade. I think I was in second grade when the 12s came out, and I was in third grade when the 13s came out. I remember everybody wanted the Jordans, man.
But look what you said. You said listen what you said. You was in third grade with the 12s.
That's crazy.
You from the city I'm from. I know you wore a pair of Lottos.
Yeah, I had the ones where you could snatch off the side, don't change the color.
Yeah.
I about to say, what about the ones that change colors is crazy.
Yeah, change the colors. Yeah, you had to, man. You always was trying to Hey, I remember when you used to go down to Cavaliers to see what they had new. I remember when they got the tree tones in there. I had to get them jump. I had to go get me a pair of them because only the older niggas that was older than me was wearing them joints. They was throwing them on with a pair of silk pants and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what though, man. Fashion now, they got real weird. It's like these dudes be wearing stuff like you would think it's a woman walking down the street. What in the world?
Hey Slim, when I look at these pro athletes, when I look at these pro athletes and I see what they went to the game, sometimes I'll be like, that had to be one of your sponsors. There's no way in hell you went to the store and you got a tailor-made suit that came in the shorts and a short sleeve. Suit jacket, pants with some long ass socks and some dress shoes. And you motherfucking 5'11". You 5'11", 278, and you got this on. Oh hell no, man! That had to be one of your sponsors.
Well, I hate the way Debo Samuels, man. He dressed horrible. He be embarrassing us, man. I don't know what he trying to prove.
And so does Stefan with them tight jeans and Terminator boots and shit. And I'm like, these niggas is weird, man. I can't stand them.
The first time I seen them boots, I was watching a Missy Elliott video. And she was running in the video with them. I thought there was some clown shit. Yeah, I said, man, what is wrong with these dudes, man? I told you, weird is the new norm. Weird is the new norm. But the one thing about time, it always repeats itself. So the next thing come back around, it got to be niggas just being fly with regular shit.
Yeah.
I hope
They
it comes
Girly
got to
man
be on the
stuff to
comeback.
stop.
They're
I
already
think
starting to well bell bottoms, coach, so we might be all right.
yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
that's better than them reverse bell bottoms they've been wearing. It's tight as shit around your calf and loose around your waist.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what really burns me up? When you see a nigga 6'2", 318 with the butt part hanging out and the jeans so tight on his calf, you can see his pulse. I be like, bro, who the fuck told you that it was your size?
I ain't gonna lie. My wife for a long time said, I don't want to see another. Cause I always wear a polo. I don't want to see another plaid shirt. If you buy another plaid,
Hey,
I'm tired
you
of the
should
Rick
tell
Ross
her.
shirts.
Hey, tell her it's better than you wearing a halter top showing your stomach.
I see the
She got
dude.
tired of your ass running around looking like a truck driver.
You a stupid crap.
All them damn plaid shirts.
Hey.
Truck driver.
Hey, I can't wear all that fancy stuff like Prize, man. You know, he wear the tight
Yes, you
jeans.
can. I don't wear no tight jeans.
What they call Celine. You know, had on that
Man,
Beyonce
hey,
heat.
Prize in shape, man. Hey, you gotta be in shape to wear some of that shit, man. Some of that shit,
I wish
you
I
gotta
was in shape.
respect the size. You gotta be in shape to wear that shit, man. I respect the game.
No, Prize is just a small guy. I ain't eating this shit.
No, you just a
Slim.
big guy.
Man, Jaleel had an oversized jersey on one day. That joint was fly as shit. He said, "Dad, I don't want it no more. You can have it, man. That shit look like a motherfucking Mitchell and that throwback on me." I said, "Nah, get this stuff out here." That motherfucker was tight enough to where they gave you some shoulder pads. They say you playing Sunday.
Hey, them football jerseys fit tight, man.
Man, them Jones, I don't wear them because of that.
Yeah, they fit tight, man. Only ones that's fun to wear is the basketball ones and maybe a hockey jersey because you could put a hoodie under it. But
yeah,
that's because you big as shit, BVO. You big as shit. If you was built like a receiver, that should be fly sexy with some jeans and some tennis shoes on. But when we built like linemen, BVO, that shit ain't sexy. Even the girl know you on the team, but she think you the damn receiver's bodyguard. But you know I'm on the team. you just look like a bodyguard in that jersey, my man.
What Vince Wilfork said, this is the body of a well-tuned machine.
Yeah, I used to rock with him.
Vince Wilfork used to be funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's how it go, man. Hey, look, no matter how much you pay for the suit, if you put it on the whale, it's just a whale with an expensive suit on.
Pimp C said it best, man. Take that monkey shit off.
You embarrassing us.
R.I.P. Pimp.
I'll never forget that, man. Polo. I used to think Tommy Hilfiger was so hard till my cousin got that tape. And that boy
Polo
said
F that Hilfiger. I immediately stopped wearing Tommy Hilfiger.
I don't know what. I can't remember how Pimp C used to dress, but that brother used to be talking crazy.
You know, with button ups and crispy jeans.
Yeah, he stayed fly. He stayed old nigga fly.
Yeah, old nigga fly. Oh, but both of them did.
Man, Bun used to give you them T-shirts during the baseball caps in the beginning. He got fly over time. Pimp C was fly off the gate. Pimp C was fly off the gate.
When I seen Pimp C with that white fur coat, with that girl dancing on him in that Jay-Z, I said, that nigga cold.
Oh, yeah, he was cold, that jump.
And what they say, it was 90 degrees that day, and Pimp C told him, ain't no temperature on TV, nigga.
Long as I ain't sweating like a Baptist minister, they don't know what the fuck it is out here.
Brother said, I ain't sweating like... Hey, man, I got to hit you with a drop from a guy there, because you talking crazy, man.
What do the blacks want from the whites? When will enough be enough?
That's crazy.
Hey, man, as long as he don't hit me with none of that shit where I got to cover my pockets, man. That's all. As long as I got cover my pockets, I'll take any drop you give me, man. You know how I feel. You know how
What a mess.
You know how I feel about that Sunday morning casino. You know how I feel about that Sunday.
There you go.
You know how I feel about that Sunday morning casino, man. I can't fuck
That
around.
brother-
I ain't never seen a nigga win. I ain't never seen a nigga
That
win.
brother
And they
rough,
all-
man.
What's the only place you can go to on Sunday where a nigga come out smiling after losing all his money?
Wow. You wild, man.
To take some blame in this ourselves. As black people, we can't sit around waiting for white people to do for us what we should be doing for ourselves. And our failure to do this is our fault. White folk have done bad by us in the past. Yes, that is true. And they do some bad by us today. But if we did better by ourselves today, we could help to reconcile this difference.
Man, can I take my hands off my pocket? Can I take my hands off my pockets?
Hey, you don't
Man,
understand,
please,
Coach.
bro.
You don't understand,
Being a
Coach.
black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey. Whatever changes you have to make, then you just do it. You got to think about your life.
You need help, man. You need help.
I'm
Like
getting
I
out
said,
of here,
man.
man. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, when they threw the nets in the jungle, it was easy for them to catch you. They look just like you. They look just like you. When they threw the nets in the jungle, it was easy to catch you because they look just like you. Nah, man. I can't go to the Sunday morning casino. I ain't never had no luck there.
Nigga said on that note, man, we back tomorrow, man. Y'all know Coach Hackett is crazy. He don't mean that. We gone. Peace.
Peace.
You know, I'm a big Ohio nigga. A lot of niggas know me in Ohio and they love me in Ohio, man.
The deal is the champ, Shannon Cannon Braves, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. I want to give a shout out to BVO TV.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
Ladies and gentlemen,